Hi friends, my name is Akil Ahmed, and in this particular video tutorial we will see how to combine the date and time columns in SQL Server. I got the SQL Server instance here and these are few queries. So we are actually dropping the orders table, creating the orders table, and in the orders table we have the order ID, then we have the column order date, and the data type for the order date is date and the data type for the order time is time. Okay, so we will concatenate the date and time together. So and these are the 10 records insert query. So if I execute this one, so it will just recreate the orders table. Okay, and then I can show you the data, like how data looks like in this particular table. Okay, so this is the final data. So what I want is that I just want to concatenate these two columns together. Okay, so to concatenate the columns we can use the plus sign. There is a plus operator, and the plus operator can be used to concatenate the string or the numeric values, because if there is a string, so it can easily concatenate them, it can just append them, and if there is some numeric values, then it can actually add the data, like if you will add 10 and 5, so the result will be 15. Okay, but if you will concatenate the string like Akil and Ahmed, then it will be like Akil Ahmed. But in case of the date time, you cannot just directly concatenate the date columns, date and time columns together. First you need to convert them to the varchar, and only then you can be able to concatenate them, and then we again need to convert them back to the date time, because we want the final data in the date time. So I can put a comma here, and then the first column is the order date. Okay, and then I can use the plus operator here, and then the second column is the order time. Okay, and I can call this column as order date time. Okay, now let me execute this particular query. So it is saying that operand data type date is invalid for add operator. So it is saying that you cannot use the add operator for the data type date. Okay, so it means that before concatenating these two columns together, we need to convert them to the varchar format. So I can use the cast or convert function here. So let me use the cast function, cast order date as varchar, and I can give the length as 20. Okay, and same way I can use the cast function here as well, cast order time as varchar 20. Okay, so let me execute the query now and let's see how it will behave. So it seems like they got concatenated. Okay, but I want the final data in the date time format. Okay, I want it's in the date time data type, because right now they are in the varchar data type. So I want the final result in the date time. So I can further do the cast here, like cast, and I can do like as date time. Okay, and let me execute it now. So it is saying like that the conversion failed when converting date and not time from character string. So it seems like there is some issue. So I can use the try cast here to see, like for example, if one of the record is not good or something. So if I do the try cast, so what try cast do, it actually try to convert the data into the respected format, and if one of the or all the rows are not converted, then it will convert them to null. Okay, so it seems like none of the data is being converted into the date time. So now if you want to know like what might be the issue, so what I can do actually, that first of all, let me just remove this typecast from here, because this is making the issue. Okay, and this is our the final query that is working as of now. So I can use the getDate function here to see like how the getDate function shows the result, because the getDate, it will return you the current date time. So I can call it as current date time. Okay, and then I can compare our data with this data, and we can see like why it is failing. So if you see here, we are using the getDate here. So this is the data. So it contains the day as well as the hour, minute, second, and the milliseconds. Okay, however in our case, I think it might be because if you see here, after the date there is no space here. Okay, so maybe I can put a space and that might work. So I can add the single space here, and then after that I can try to use the cast function here, cast our final the query to concatenate the order date and the order time, and I can call it as date time. Okay, so let me execute the query again. So it is still failing, it means that the issue is something else. So I can just do the reverse the code, and then I can just recheck it. Okay, so if I check it now, so in the current date time we have like hours, minutes, second, milliseconds. However, here we have like hour, minute, second, and then for the milliseconds, this value is not good. Okay, so maybe I can just check like how many characters we are having here. Like for example, for the time we have values like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. So it contains, we have the 12 digit values for the time. However, here we have, I think, a very long lengthy value. Okay, so I can maybe use a left function here, and then I can use only the left 12 characters. So I can use the left function here, and then I can use the left 12 digits. Okay, and then I can try like typecasting it to the date time. So I can do like cast again, and as date time. Okay, and let's see. So hopefully this time it should work. Yeah, so now you can see that it worked, because the length for the time was not correct. Okay, so we use the same format, like whatever was the format for the get date function here. So for the get date was returning the data in the the first few values are for the current date, and then this is the time. So now the format is exactly same, because it also is a date time now. Because we compare our data with the current date time, so we figured out like what is the issue and like how you can fix it. Yeah, so it was one of the small tasks that sometimes in your projects you might need to concatenate the date and time together. Recently I had to concatenate them together. So for beginners there can be some learning from it, like uh, how you can actually concatenate them, because they cannot be concatenated together without converting. And then you also need to use, for example, this let function, so that you will get the time correctly, and then it can be converted to the date time correctly. Yes, I will share this create table statement and the data and query with you, so that you can use it in your environment as well. Yeah, so I think that's it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching the video, and if you like the video, then please click the like button. Do subscribe to our channel, press the bell icon and click on all, so that you will be notified every time I upload a new video. Thank you so much.